Pablo Escobar started by stealing headstones from graveyards and sanding them down to resell. He was a small-time thief with a billion-dollar brain. Joaquin El Chapo Guzman grew up in the mountains of Sinaloa, selling oranges to survive because his family was so poor. One became the Robin Hood of Medellin, the other became the invisible lord of the Mexican mountains. Pablo Escobar had so much cash that he spent $2,500 a month just on rubber bands to hold his money together. Rats ate about $2 billion of his cash every year, and he didn't even care. Once, while hiding in the mountains, his daughter got cold. To keep her warm, Pablo burned $2 million in cold hard cash. To him, money was just paper, power was everything. While Pablo used planes and submarines, El Chapo changed the game with tunnels. He built high-tech, ventilated tunnels under the US-Mexico border that even the FBI couldn't find for years. He even escaped from a maximum security prison through a 1.5-kilometer tunnel built right under his shower. He was a ghost that moved underground. When the Colombian government tried to arrest Escobar, he made a deal: he would go to jail, but only if he built it. He created La Catedral, a prison with a football pitch, a giant dollhouse for his daughter, and a bar. He wasn't a prisoner, he was a king hosting a party. El Chapo, on the other hand, spent his life running, hiding in secret closets and sewers to stay free. Escobar built schools, hospitals, and churches for the poor. Thousands of people attended his funeral because they saw him as a hero. El Chapo was more low-key, but in Sinaloa, he is still a legend. Both men knew that if the people love you, the police can never catch you. It's the battle of the public idol versus the shadow boss. Pablo Escobar didn't just have bodyguards, he had a private army. He owned a fleet of 15 helicopters and 60 planes. At his peak, he was responsible for 80% of the world's cocaine. El Chapo, on the other hand, created the Sinaloa Federation, a high-tech corporate-style cartel. He used GPS-tracked submarines and drones to move his product. One fought with raw terror, the other fought with modern technology. Escobar's philosophy was simple: Plata o Plomo. Take the bribe, silver, or take the bullet, lead. He killed thousands of police officers, judges, and even a presidential candidate. El Chapo was more surgical. He preferred to bribe the highest levels of the government, including presidents. Escobar broke the system from the outside, El Chapo owned the system from the inside. In 2015, El Chapo performed the most daring escape in history. While the guards were watching him on camera, he stepped into his shower and vanished. He dropped into a 1.5 kilometers long tunnel equipped with a motorcycle on rails and oxygen tanks. Escobar's escape from La Catedral was different. He simply walked out the back door when the army arrived. One was a magician, the other was a king who didn't care about the rules. Escobar was obsessed with showing his wealth. He built a private zoo at Hacienda, Nápoles, importing hippos, giraffes, and elephants from Africa. Even today, Escobar's hippos still roam the Colombian rivers. El Chapo was more secretive. He spent his time hiding in the Sierra Madre Mountains, living in humble shacks that were actually high-tech fortresses with hidden escape hatches under the bathtubs. Pablo Escobar's reign ended on a rooftop in Medellin in 1993, shot while trying to escape. He died with his boots off, just as he predicted. El Chapo's story ended in a New York courtroom. After being captured 3 times, he was finally extradited to the U.S. and sentenced to life in Supermax prison, the ADX Florence. One died a fugitive, the other is a living ghost in a concrete cell. 2 men. Billions of dollars. Thousands of lives changed forever. Do you choose the king of cocaine, Pablo Escobar, who burned millions to keep his daughter warm? Or the lord of tunnels, El Chapo, the man who made the impossible escape? Vote now. Team Pablo or Team El Chapo? Who was the more powerful boss? Tell us in the comments.